At first, he was no one. A rumor, a mere shadow steeped in mystery. In the hands of a master, his rampage took over Street Fighter.
That's it! Tokido is the Evolution 2017 champion! He's done it!
But Street Fighter wasn't enough for him.
And his path of destruction changed fighting games forever.
Before we get into Akuma's history and legacy, I'd like to ask you to like this video, sub to the channel, and turn on notifications. It really helps. Okay, so the malevolent force known as Akuma is one of the most unique and important characters in gaming history. As the series' first hidden fighter when he appeared in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, he was completely overpowered and barred from competitive play. This first version of Akuma wasn't supposed to be balanced. He was a power fantasy for the players that figured out how to unlock him. And a hidden character wasn't even the developer's idea at first. A hoax in Electronic Gaming Monthly in 1992 had hinted at the existence of one, drawing inspiration from a Ryu win quote in the game. When he made his debut in 1994, unlocking Akuma required a complex code on the character select screen.
What's that? A hidden character? Isn't that the guy who jumps in before you fight M. Bison in single player?
They're so strong! I can't get a single attack out!
Akuma could also be challenged as a boss by reaching M. Bison in under 25 minutes and without using a continue.
Round one, fight!
But this murderous shadow became very popular, and fans wanted a version of the character that could be fairly matched against other fighters in the series. Akuma has been playable in every Street Fighter game since, and as the character was refined, there were eventually a few tools you could count on Akuma to have in nearly any game. His design and abilities are a dark reflection of characters that were already part of Street Fighter. Akuma did the things that Ryu and Ken did, but better, along with unique abilities of his own. And of course, his iconic Shun Goku Satsu, or Raging Demon, has been the most powerful move in Street Fighter ever since it first appeared. Akuma came to be defined by a massive toolbox of moves, high speed, and frightful damage output. His flexibility and pressure fit perfectly with the character's ultra-aggressive posture. But after his initial overpowered appearance in Super Turbo, the designers found a way to give him a weakness too. His design was focused on pure offense and tools, so the drawback was obvious. Akuma was a glass cannon. He had less health, and in games that had a stun meter, was easier to stun. He also sacrificed range on some of his normal attacks. That meant that he needed to execute and make the most of his chances. And yet, despite the serious drawback that came to define Akuma, fans of all skill levels came to appreciate the dark aura and merciless attitude of the true master of the fist. Akuma became a mainstay instantly, appearing in both Street Fighter 2 follow-ups, in Alpha as an unlockable character, and in the EX series' first installment. From this point, Akuma would become one of the series' most popular fighters. He was a major part of Street Fighter Alpha 2's iconic poster, and earned a spot as a series mainstay. Capcom also collaborated with other properties like SNK and Marvel to produce crossover games, and Akuma was the very first Street Fighter character to appear in those two, cementing his iconic status. A 2017 character popularity poll with over 150,000 votes put Akuma in the top 10, and higher than Ryu. Playing Akuma was the ultimate power fantasy, and that's probably why he became a fan favorite, but his visual design, courtesy of Akira Akiman Yasuda, was massively appealing too. As more media around Street Fighter was produced, we also learned more more about Akuma, who was revealed to be the brother of Ken and Ryu's master Go-Ken, as well as the murderer of their mutual master Gotetsu. Akuma accepted the power of the Satsui no Hado, a surge of murderous intent that hardened him into a living weapon seeking a martial equal. And in some of his earliest appearances, Akuma realized that this power could corrupt Ryu and turn him into an opponent even more worth fighting.
I feel it. It's the Dark Hado. Where is he?
The true warrior enters the arena with all his powers at the ready.
This backstory was irresistible to Street Fighter fans. Akuma wasn't a power-hungry villain like M. Bison, he was just trying to find his equal in combat, and he only attacked people capable of defending themselves. Akuma's appearance stayed consistent until Street Fighter V and VI, where his design was drastically changed. His mane-like hair and more weathered appearance spoke to Akuma's continued existence as a martial nomad. The dark gi, purple ki energy, and the ominous locations gave Akuma an unforgettable aura that attracted a lot of players, but not everyone could master him. Despite his widespread popularity, Akuma remains hard to play, especially at a high level. It all comes back to the drawback that Akuma inherited once he was converted from a broken boss character into a regular member of the cast: his low health. He's the textbook definition of a glass cannon. All offense, no HP. Someone is going down quickly, but it could be you or your opponent. But that means his balance is always on a knife's edge. Because of his low health, Akuma must make the most of every opportunity he gets, or else.
His character concept, he has low health, but he has everything else. That means if I master him, he's the best character for me.
Akuma's devotion to perfection changed multiple fighting games forever, and some would even say he destroyed them.
When you're at your lowest, when life seems at its most grim, when your money isn't working for you the way it should, only one app can save you.
Seb, man. The Cash App ad, it's not supposed to be in the voice. Why are you doing the voice?
It's Cash App, dude. It's, like, important. If you direct deposit your paychecks, you can get free overdraft coverage.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's a normal thing. People use Cash App every day. Just use your normal voice, or else.
Okay.
In the most incredible deal in esports history, Cash App will give you up to $50 of free overdraft coverage when you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks per month in the app.
Seb, I swear to God, man, just say it normally. You do not want to piss me off today.
Grant yourself peace of mind and get that little extra bit of protection with Cash App's free overdraft coverage.
Don't say I didn't warn you, Seb.
What are you gonna do? Was that a fucking fish? What else have you got?
Guess you're about to find out.
Akuma was competitively played in Street Fighter Alpha 3 and was notably the character of choice for Daigo the Beast Umehara during his historic clash with Alex Valle in the United States back in 1998.
Coming all the way from Japan, Daigo!
But more than any other player, it was Hajime Tokido Taniguchi whose fate became intertwined with Akuma, and his own experiences with the game would help reinvent the character. Despite being a former Street Fighter II Evo champion, Tokido initially passed on Street Fighter IV to make sure his studies went well.
I didn't go to arcade at the time because my study is very hard and it was so fun. I finished my university, then I have just a little bit time before master degree. So I go to arcade, Street Fighter 4, Daigo still play, Daigo, Yuki. And Mago is now a good player? It's incredible.
When he got back into it though, he looked to Akuma. But this simple choice would come to define both Akuma and Tokido for years to come. In Street Fighter IV, the man and the character became nearly synonymous. Whether he was doing the Raging Demon pose at SoCal Regionals in 2010 or trying to overcome Daigo, playing Ryu of course, Tokido stuck with Akuma. Back then, his nickname was Murderface, owing to his intense expression while he was playing. It certainly fit with Akuma, but even after he abandoned the moniker, Tokido's devotion to perfecting his play fit with the character just as well. He came second at EVO 2013 for Street Fighter, showing he was among the very best in the game. In the game's final year, 2015, he had a bevy of second place finishes before an incredible victory at Canada Cup.
Here we go, down to the last.
Can he come in? What's the mix-up? Counter hit, he wanted it, but Tokido blocked. Udo trying to push.
Oh, he wants to do
it. Is that it? Oh!
That's gonna do it! Tokido takes it after a grueling match! That was a marathon! And the Tokido chants are gonna win out over the Fudo chants in the audience.
Tokido's style with Street Fighter IV Akuma was based around a vortex, generating repeated, confusing steps that make it hard to know where to block. Using jump-ins or moves like Akuma's air tatsu or his demon flips, dive kick, palm, or throw, Tokido applied intense pressure to knock down opponents, so much so that this style became attributed to him, and some Japanese players even called this strategy Tokido's style. This unrelenting, aggressive style was a perfect fit for Akuma, and it was so effective that Ultra Street Fighter IV added a delayed wake-up option on hard knockdown specifically to mitigate it. When Street Fighter V came around, Tokido spent a year with Ryu while he waited for Akuma's release in Season 2.
So it's you.
Tokido swapped to Akuma, embracing the ordeal of self-mastery as he climbed to the top. And at EVO 2017, he and the Demon were finally able to show the world exactly what the Dark Hado looked like. Tokido already had 2 EVO titles, but he had never won for the current Street Fighter. With Akuma by his side, second place wasn't good enough this time. After getting sent to the losers bracket by American hopeful Victor Punk Woodley, Tokido had to slog his way through the other side.
Activates it. The throw.
Oh! Inabashi going for one of his patented surprise wake-up EX SPDs, but Tokido blowing it up. Oh!
He's a little far.
Oh my God! Tokido confirms it in the critical art. It's not going to be enough to kill. He's just got a tiny bit left. It is not safe by any stretch of the imagination.
Look at the meter for Inabashi. He's so close to having it. If he gets a hit, it could be death.
And a light punch into V-trigger will still connect. Oh my God, what are you doing, Tokido? You are a madman. Tokido knew that Inabashi was gonna go for a crazy Hail Mary.
Almost gotta be careful. One hit confirm. He got
him.
Too
high up again, but couldn't confirm off of that. He thought he was too far. Gets the walk-up throw. Oh boy. Be careful of that parry. Oh, wait, there's the confirm into the dash-up uppercut. Guess who is going to grand finals? It is Tokido.
And when he got to the end of his grueling run, Punk was there waiting for him.
Very close. He hit a button. He's so genius. The taunt. He did a taunt combo to Punk in grand finals of EVO.
On Tokido. Tokido has his NV trigger. Oh, here he comes. What's the mix-up? What a throw tech. Only 16 seconds, but he walks into the fireball. We have a reset. Gotta activate the V trigger to keep that safe. Oh, he used the medium kick. He used the medium kick, and we are going to get a demon finish here for Tokido. He's up 2-0 over Punk. It's all slipping away from him.
Counter hit confirmed Tokido. He's gonna have the setup here. Left or right, you gotta guess.
Oh my God. Big jab. Oh my, is that enough?
He's dead. Tokido gets another round. He jumped onto it.
Oh,
He baited the throw.
That's it. That's it. Tokido is the Evolution 2017 champion, coming all the way from losers bracket. He's done it. He has won Evolution finally. He's been chasing it for so long, and there it is. Tokido with his first Street Fighter first place finish here at Evolution.
His manager AJ asked him, "Are you sure about Akuma?" Tokido looked at him and he said, "Trust Tokido. Trust Tokido, believe in me," and you can see the fruits of his labors. The pose on the Evolution stage.
And as a bonus, Tokido gave a truly iconic interview as he basked in his victory.
Just one thing I want to say. Fighting game is something so great.
Tokido's path was shaped by Akuma, a volatile character that demanded mastery to ensure success. But Akuma's rampage couldn't be contained solely within Street Fighter. The demon was about to terrorize a different series entirely. Tekken.
And at the time, I put out a video on YouTube and I was like, I think it's Jinpachi. It's so obvious, it's Tekken lore. Who else is that kind of build, etc. And then the launch comes out and it's Akuma, and everyone's like, what?
As a guest character in a mainline Tekken title, Akuma brought all of his 2D tools to the world's most popular 3D fighter.
The things that separate him, and make him play more like a Street Fighter style, he's got like his crouching medium kick from Street Fighter, which is down 3 in Tekken, that he can cancel into a fireball. Like, Tekken doesn't have normals that you can cancel into specials like that, so just that fundamental thing was completely different from Tekken. But the big deal for Tekken characters was his jump. He's got this 2D jump. Tekken, you don't really jump around. When you're playing Akuma, it's very normal to jump around, and I think that threw a lot of people off.
Akuma's typical drawback of low health didn't make it to Tekken 7, but he remained an execution-dependent character with a subpar punish game. At release, his incredible combo damage meant that he was at the top of the tier list immediately, with a Street Fighter Pro, Punko, making it to the podium for Tekken 7 at EVO 2016.
Oh my god, is G-Smash gonna make this comeback happen? He's
Still
trying
has range.
so
Oh my goodness. He could have caught him with the top.
Good block. The sweep is gonna do it. Punko advancing to the winners final of Tekken 7 FR here at EVO 2016.
Akuma was a menace who had to be nerfed, but a few pro players like Super Akuma stuck with him.
So I think Super Akuma was really the player who kind of kept Akuma on the map, and it required a lot of work and dedication to keep Akuma at that level.
It's not that he was bad, it's just that he was so much better before that in comparison, everyone dropped him. I'm not going to play him now, none of his stuff works anymore. But I just really like the character. And so even though he was supposed to be bad in when the game came out on consoles, I stuck to him. I thought he was strong enough. I didn't think he was weak.
That dedication paid off for Super Akuma, who showed everyone how truly busted the character could be at the mix-up in April 2019.
It's party time and Chikarin's invited. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here we go. Why did you say that, Mark?
I want to see parties, man.
Oh my god, look at the health.
And the demon. Let's go.
I can't believe what we're seeing. And look at the life bar. Oh my goodness.
He probably has a sliver, right? He might have a sliver.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh, the comeback.
So you have 200 IQ, I got 202. Let's go.
And then when Pakistan entered the scene in 2019, players like Atif Butt and Awais Honey also helped to repopularize the character. The two even faced off, Akuma versus Akuma, in the grand finals of Tokyo Tekken Masters.
Uh-oh.
There we go. That's a big one.
That was big, and he gets the dive kick pressure afterwards.
Yeah, and he's going to get the bar to work with after, too. Not done yet.
This is on him. He's looking to win the tournament, and he's going to take it. He's going to take it. Atif Butt is the champion here at Tokyo Tekken Masters.
Akuma was again growing in popularity, and developers like Bandai Namco suddenly decided to make Akuma's execution barrier lower than ever. Now, Akuma's true power was unleashed as he grew in pro popularity, and fans weren't happy about it.
When Season 3 happened and Akumas were everywhere, and even legendary players that were known for their main started playing Akuma, in protests. Like, people started to say it's boring because there was just too much of it, right?
It was a problem that could not be ignored, and the following years involved yet more nerfs. But Super Akuma, a Weiss Honey, and Atif continued to play him all the way until Tekken 8's release, either as a main or a pocket pick. Farzeen, another Pakistani pro, travelled internationally only a handful of times in Tekken 7, but his Akuma was strong enough to topple gods.
And look at me going straight to the match right now, guys. And Farzeen versus Knee, and Farzeen is going to eliminate Knee from the tournament and progress on. Knee going for the Heihachi pick against Akuma, not working for him.
You probably guessed it already, but Akuma has not returned as a guest character in Tekken 8. Given the terror and raw damage he inflicted on the previous title, it's not surprising. And with the more aggressive pace of the sequel, it's hard to imagine him as part of it. But there is no doubt that Akuma reshaped Tekken 7. He intruded on the game's newfound glory days, grabbed the competitive scene, and performed a raging demon on the netter. It's rare for a character to single-handedly reshape their own game. Akuma not only did it in his own series, but in a completely different one too. In Street Fighter, Akuma's murderous intent demanded perfection, which made him a terrifying enemy in the hands of masters like Tokido. And Akuma's takeover of Tekken 7 happened because the Master of the Fist was so popular that developers were willing to take a risk and try to make him fit into their game. But his unrelenting style was a looming problem that threatened to dismantle the very essence of Tekken. From his surprising origins as a secret character to his recent releases in Street Fighter VI, Akuma's dark crusade to find a true opponent has captured the imaginations of fans everywhere. And for that reason, there really is no other character in fighting games like Akuma.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.